Tristan Law Show. If it's your first time here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'm Tristan Law, semi-retired pro wrestler, and today, I'm your host, Perth. Perth Star Australia is getting a card that could reshape WWE for the entire fall. I'm talking about champions versus champions, but their championships are not even on the line. An Australian street fight, a final chapter between two of the greatest of all timers. We're breaking down every match so that you can wake up to WWE Crown Jewel at 8 a.m. tomorrow in the East or 5 a.m. in California, and you're going to have the full story. But I am not alone. Our girl, Jess, the Yaptain, she's back to join us she's going to give you the perspective of a fan and as a woman, and I'm going to give you the perspective of a semi-retired pro wrestler and a fan as well, too. Make sure that you get your predictions ready, because, Jess, do you have your predictions ready?
Oh, yes, Tristan. I'm so very excited. What's up, everybody? It's your favorite Yaptain Captain, Jess the Yaptain. You feel me? Welcome back. I am so happy to be here. I love PLEs. I love PLE weekends. It's exciting. Everyone is giving their prediction, right? No matter how crazy or how accurate, it's one of the greatest times of the year. Let's talk, Tristan. What you feeling? How you feeling about tomorrow morning? Remember, tomorrow morning, we're Americans, so, well, we got to be up at if we want to watch something, we got to be up at 7 o'clock in the morning, y'all.
7 o'clock. Look, let's not get disrespectful now. Not only are we Americans, but we live on the East Coast. So in order for me to be up for Crown Jewel, I'm getting up at 7:59, but I'm lying because I always like to watch the pre-show. It helps. Actually, you know what, Jess? We don't have to watch the pre-show because we are the pre-show one day in advance. We have to get up at 8 o'clock in the morning. If you live in California on the West Coast, you got to get up at 5 a.m. Fernando's already in the chat. Fernando said that happy Friday, Tristan. Talia Jeanette's here says, we want the network back. We don't want it on ESPN. Girl, I already talked to you at work. I told you, get the VPN. Get the VPN. I'll probably see you this weekend, so I'll make sure you get your VPN. Or just text me. But Jess, let's start with this one thing. What's one thing that you're watching for in Perth? What's one thing that you are watching for?
Oh man, let's just. I know I might be reaching again, but exciting comebacks maybe. I truly love on PLEs when everything gets disrupted. Somebody comes back and helps, or somebody, does something that was not in the program. But if out of all the matches that are happening, I'm definitely here for the Rhea Io, I think that's what we're calling them now. Rhea Io, the team of Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus the Kabuki Warriors, our favorite little anime crew with Asuka and Kairi. Oh my God, I love it. That's probably going to be my favorite match of the night.
So one thing I'm definitely watching for tomorrow morning, without giving away too much, one thing I'm definitely looking forward to is the John Cena and the AJ Styles. I think there's so much more meat on the bone when it comes to that, and I'm going to discuss it more later on. I might have a little bit of conspiracy theories while we're going into the whole entire thing, so make sure you keep it locked for that, guys. But let's start with the match that can tilt WWE's power axis tomorrow. I'm talking about Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins for the Men's Crown Jewel Championship. Now, here's my thing, Jess. This is the second year in a row that they've done the whole Crown Jewel belt. I think the Crown Jewel belt is a belt that probably doesn't even matter much. It's a belt that they don't even defend. The person that won the Crown Jewel the year before doesn't even come back this year to defend it. So why does it matter? So it would make sense if you won the Crown Jewel belt and you were representing a specific brand, and it would just be, okay, well, you know what? Because you won it, your belt gets the main event WrestleMania next year, but that's not the case. It's just to see who could win the belt. It's a champion versus champion, the best of the best in the ring, and it's the leader of the company narrative. But when you're looking at the championships, Jess, I 100% feel, let me rephrase that. I used to feel that the Undisputed Championship, it disputes the World Heavyweight Championship, so it doesn't really make any sense. But when I'm looking at it like this, I thought about it for a little bit a couple episodes ago. I thought about it, but I didn't say it, so now I'm saying it now. Mm-hmm. When you are the undisputed champion in the WWE, it doesn't mean that you are the undisputed main champion. It means that you are undisputed, the person that is chosen to carry the company. But it still means that the World Heavyweight Championship is number 2. So now what are we really wrestling for? To see who's really number 1 or number 2? They're not going to switch belts. What do you think?
Dang, I mean, honestly, I'm kind of on your team because I was just like, I thought it was more so like, kind of like this, not WrestleMania, because we know WrestleMania is like the Super Bowl of wrestling. But in a sense, this is kind of like the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? You got the representatives of Raw, you got the representatives of SmackDown. You feel me? And we want to see who's the better side. Are the wrestlers on the Raw side better than the wrestlers on the SmackDown side? So I guess for the idea of them just, seeing who's the best of the best is a cute idea to keep us entertained.
Well, we've got some predictions already being thrown around. Talia Jeanette says that the villain in her wants Seth Rollins to win. She doesn't see the point in this match, but they're going to work. It doesn't.
You know what?
It does really nothing for either of them. Oh, I know what you meant. I know what you meant.
All-Star. For those who didn't mean, I didn't mean playoffs. I meant like all-star game.
Fernando's doing a good job. He's in the chat. He's the chat leader. He's saying, what's up, Maria? Maria's here. So we got Maria, Fernando, and Talia joining us right now. So here's the thing.
Welcome.
That's right. So glad they're here. Here's the things that you got to look about in this whole entire thing, right? Cody is 3-0 on PLEs, right? He had the torn pec in the Hell in the Cell. He had the alliance with Seth Rollins against the Bloodline, and their respect turned into rivalry. And I guess I don't really think it was a respect turned into rivalry. I just think it's like, you know what? We hated the same person at the same exact time, so let's just go ahead and do it and just fight on the same team. But you got the Vision. The Vision stands in the corner of Seth Rollins. You got the Braun Bros, and you got Paul Heyman there applying pressure. Some of the angles that we should probably explore is the interference risk on the Vision. Paul Heyman's expectations. And does the winner of this match even frame WrestleMania season? So who do you think is going to interfere in this match?
Ooh. Dare I say Brock. Dare I say Brock?
Brock or Brock Lesnar?
Brock Lesnar.
Nah.
Dare I say Brock Lesnar? Only because it's just it's a Heyman thing. We all know Heyman's a traitor currently, right?
I don't think Heyman's a traitor. He's just a good businessman. You just don't like the decisions that he makes.
That man's a traitor. That man's a traitor. You all saw what I saw. You saw what he did to Roman. You saw what he did to CM Punk. That man is a full-on traitor, and he's gonna go where he thinks the money is. Like, what did he say? He said, "I'd like to invest in winners." Isn't that what he's in Seth's mind? This is why I'm thoroughly going to root for Seth. I am. This is like it's the superheroes versus the villains. And right now, I am going to go for team villains right now. Absolutely. I want Seth to focus, lock in. I need Seth to focus and lock in. Why? He's one of my all-time favorites. I love the fashion. I love his energy. He deserves it. He deserves this time. Why? Because I want CM Punk to go get his revenge. That's just me. But he needs this more. He needs this more. He has to prove that Cody, Cody, this pretty baby-faced dude is not he's not me. I've been running this company. I've been doing this for how long? No. You're not going to get this young man, this guy, my crown and my title. No. So I need Seth to lock in. I need Seth to focus. Let's go Seth Rollins.
So I'm looking at this whole entire thing, Jess, and Talia Jeanette just said something that I want to talk about in a little bit. She said that, wait, who said it? Oh, you guys are talking way too fast. I like that. But either way, No, it was Fernando. Fernando says that Cody Rhodes might get turned on by Randy Orton. And I strongly believe that right now that Cody Rhodes doesn't have any friends. Cody Rhodes only has people that associate with him because it's beneficial to them. Cody Rhodes is in danger, and I've said this before so many times. Cody Rhodes is just so goody two-shoes. He's the Lisa Simpson of the WWE, and if anybody knows me, I know I don't like Lisa Simpson because she's too damn goody two-shoes. Always wants to hug a tree. Yeah, girl, I said it. I don't like Lisa Simpson. And what? But Cody Rhodes, he's a little bit too goody-goody, and he's running away. He doesn't have any friends. So definitely the vision is going to be there, right? You're going to be able to see them. And for Paul Heyman's expectations, though, if you watch the hype show that they did on YouTube, it was time for Seth Rollins to get the mic. Heyman was handing Seth Rollins the mic, and Seth Rollins walked out. Paul Heyman, I'm getting goosebumps. Paul Heyman is eventually going to have to drop Seth Rollins because Seth Rollins is, like you said, Jess, he is no longer a winner. So if he's no longer a winner, he serves Paul Heyman no more use. They need to get rid of him. I think that this whole entire thing is definitely going to frame out the fall and how we get to the Royal Rumble. And I 100% see that Seth Rollins is going to be left alone, and he's not going to have any friends. Seth Rollins has burnt every single bridge he's walked across, and there's only going to be one person that's going to be able to help him.
Who?
Cody Rhodes.
Punk?
Cody
I was
Rhodes.
like, who, Punk?
Definitely not CM Punk. It's going to be Cody. It's going to be Cody Rhodes. It has to be Cody Rhodes. He's going to eventually. Seth is going to lose that championship. He's going to lose that championship to CM Punk, but then he's going to have to worry about the vision breathing down his neck, and the only person that's going to be able to help him
is Cody.
Is Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, but again. It seems like we are in the era of portrayal and users, eras and portrayals. Everyone wants Cody to be a heel, bro. Just think about yourself. Forget everybody else. Yeah. Come over. Yeah. And I will say I applaud Cody Rhodes because he is very much disciplined. He is a disciplined man, almost like John Cena. Like, you are disciplined. You're trying to stay focused. You're trying to stay for the people, stay the hero. But you know what? You know what heroism has done? Look at Jay Uso, trying to always save everybody and be the hero and be there for everybody. And now look, everybody is kind of, well, at least the business, they're thinking like, yay, you a Punk. We ain't worrying about you. All you gonna do is save them. Captain Save-A-Ho. You ain't focused. You ain't trying to get you ain't even trying to get your belt back. You want to be everybody's friend.
So let me just go give the chat a little bit of love real quick. The question that I'm going to be asking is who is the face of the WWE right now? Is it Cody or Seth? So I'm going to give you a little bit of time to think about it, Jess. I'm going to run through the chat real quick. Tell me who you guys in the chat think is the face of the WWE right now. Let's go through the chat. All right, so Talia said it's the same as the Andre Battle Royal and the Women's Battle Royal. Nothing to do with it. Yeah, you know what?
Thank you.
Fernando says that Seth needs to win this match. Seth has to win this match. With everything that's riding on it for him, how can you be the leader of the vision, and you can't even see a win? I keep putting like ocular things in there, like things that have to do. Okay, I'll be quiet. All right. Talia says that they are making Cody the new John Cena. He gets beat up, beat down, and still wins. Very Cena-esque. See, I didn't know that word. She made up her own word.
Cena-esque. I like it.
Fernando says that Randy is turning on Cody tomorrow. Talia says that isn't Drew chasing Cody's ass? Yes. I think so. I think that once this is all done, everybody's going to go back to the normal things that business as usual. Maria says everyone's going to interfere on behalf of Seth Rollins. You know what? Maybe they won't. The only person that I'm looking at is Braun Breaker. I don't trust Braun Breaker. I think Braun Breaker is getting the Jacob Fatu effect, to where he feels like he's getting too big for his britches. And like he feels like he can do more, but he can't do more because he has the finger of Seth Rollins on him. And eventually he's going to break that finger. And then Paul Heyman's going to have to choose. And you know who Paul's going to choose? He's going to choose Braun. He's going to choose Braun. Definitely.
Of course. Oh, and just for the fan that was talking about Drew, yeah, he is on his ass, but right now he has to deal with Jacob. Just a reminder, we do have Jacob Fatu is back, and right now him and Drew are having this like little beef thing. They're going to be the next Peter and Chicken. Y'all already know how I think. Like when we see all those little battles, like what's his name? Like Damian Priest and Alistair and stuff.
We both made
That's what we have to get.
We both made a Fox Sunday Night special reference. I talked about Lisa Simpson, and you talked about Family Guy.
Mm-hmm.
Maria says, "Who is Lisa Simpson?"
Thank you.
She's nobody. She's the worst. She's the worst sibling that Bart has.
Crazy. And that is just the wildest accusation. You say that until who is it that Bart ends up crying and, talking to at the end of the day? Lisa. Don't do me like that. She's the reason why I play saxophone. Don't do me like that.
Fernando says that Seth is keeping the title until Mania, and it looks and loses it to the tribal chief. Maria says that she thinks that Cody's the face. Fernando says that Cody's the head dog right now. Taya says Jason from the Power Rangers was the leader and got beat up on the regular. You're right. How was Jason the leader and they always had to save him? Bro, run them colors.
Oh
run them colors.
Why are y'all going there?
You know
why are we going there?
Thinking about it now, but you know what? Maybe that's why when Tommy came over, Tommy was like, you know what, bro, give me that. Green is way better than red.
I'm not gonna argue that one because I loved me some Jason. God rest his soul. So both on the villain side and the hero side. So when he was a villain on the green side, and then when he was a hero on the white side, that was my guy, man.
So now I'm going to ask you this now: who's the face of the WWE right now, Jess? Do you think it's Cody or do you think it's Seth?
It depends on who are you as a person. Are you a hero or are you a villain? And if you know me, I'm in my villain era. So I am going for Seth Rollins. Seth has the juice. He does. He has the juice. He has that Roman Reigns juice. You know what I'm saying? If like he got the fashion, he's got the look. He could do better on the microphone for me. But he's got the look, he's got the fashion, he's got his faction behind him. Now you have your own wise man, Paul Heyman and whatever. I feel like if he snaps his fingers, and again, he needs to stay focused. He got to stay focused. He got to lock in. He got to don't let all these people get in your head like they did Roman. Don't do that. You got to stay focused, locked in, and keep it going until, like they said, WrestleMania. Maybe I was like, you're saying WrestleMania. I think Royal Rumble. Honestly. So if I don't know how long we're going. I don't know, but I don't think. I think the Royal Rumble, and then he'll try to get it back at WrestleMania, and then be on the main card.
So I'm thinking
kind of like they did 2 years ago.
So if I'm thinking who's the face of the WWE right now, hands down is Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, he dresses in the suit. You know, everybody's out there singing his song. Yeah, they sing Seth Rollins' song as well too. But you know, Cody Rhodes has the fan interaction to where they not only sing his song, but he gets the belt. You know, Cody's put into a lot of high stakes, situations, and he's able to escape out of them. You know, did I mention Cody Rhodes? You know, wears the suit. So all those things I think play within his benefit. But we're gonna move on now from Destiny. From Destiny to Street Fight, we're going to be looking at street fights. We're talking about Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed in the Australian street fight. I think the reason why this match matters is because it's the first big international fight post-title. Reed, he's the hometown monster, and it's the Vision versus Bloodline, ex-Bloodline Sparks. So when you're looking at the story, right, in Paris, Roman beat Reed. The Vision stretched out Roman. Reed, he paraded around in Roman shoes. He stole Roman shoes and walked around with Roman shoes. And then you had the Braun Raw. You had the Heyman positions with Reed. The no DQ favors interference. This whole entire thing right here into the story is crazy. Anybody could interfere. So now, Roman Reigns has the ability to where he can have the Usos come out there and fight for him. But what if, I don't know, what if Jimmy ain't coming out there? Jimmy ain't get dapped up right 2 weeks ago last week on Raw. So that could be a problem. Yo, bro, why you ain't piece your mans? Why you ain't dap him up properly? Y'all got beef or something? It's something that y'all need to talk about? So, like, how... Oh, wait, my bad. I forgot to ask you. What's your prediction for the Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes? Who's winning that one?
Yes, you did. I told you Seth.
Oh, you said no. I was asking who you think is the face. But okay, you can say Seth.
Face.
Okay.
I want Seth all the way.
Okay, I want Cody Rhodes to win. I want Cody Rhodes to win. All right. So, what do you think? Tell me what you feel about this match, the Australian street fight. And I'm gonna tell you how I feel about street fights when you're done.
Okay, and I was just about to ask that because I get the gist of what a street fight is. I mean, I've seen them all. I guess I'm interested to see what is an Australian street fight. Like what instruments are y'all going to use? I mean, of course y'all going to use the basic stuff. You're going to use the chairs. You're going to use the tables. But what else? You know what I'm saying? Like what happened with Sheamus? What was that one? What was that called?
The Dublin street fight or something like that.
Dublin's right, some Dublin like street fight. And we figured out, you saw the bar tables and all that. So I guess I'm curious to see what will be entailed for an Australian street fight. A lot of crazy fans, of course, y'all have no common sense whatsoever. Somebody told me, oh, there's going to be Kangaroo Jack featuring Kangaroo Jack in his boxing gloves. And I'm like, you know what? Y'all have no sense. You have no sense at all. But I'm not going to hold you. This is probably my second, aside the tag team, this will be the second one I'm very interested to see. You have Big Bronson Reed. You have Roman Reigns, two big top dogs. Woo! It's going to be exciting. Honestly, I want whoever to win. But I think I'm going to agree with you, Tristen. This is a big open door for somebody to come in. And I think what I was going to say was it goes back to 2020. Remember when Roman Reigns choked out Jimmy? I feel like this whole story that is forming is Jimmy's going to have to choose. He's going to have to choose either his brother or Roman.
Okay.
This is open.
I totally forgot about the whole chokeout. Let me tell you about this, how I feel about this match. Mm-hmm. What kind of match is it, Jess?
Australian street fight.
Okay. So what is a street fight?
Oh, a street fight is what it is. There's no rules, no disqualifications. You can only win by submission or pinfall, I believe, correct? Everything, you can get anything. Chairs, tables, ladders, bats, chains, whatever you can get your hands on is all legal. You can go fight in the audience if you want to, but you have to be in the ring and it has to be submission or pinfall. So
why is it called a street fight?
I thought it's because you're able to use whatever you want to use.
Why is it?
And interferences are legal. Everything is legal. When it's a street fight, it's down and dirty. There's really no rules except for that one.
So why didn't it call it an Extreme Rules match, formerly known as a hardcore match?
Good question. I don't know. Why?
So I think that if it's, I don't like street fights. If it's going to be a street fight, why are they not in the street? The last time that I wrestled a match that was a street fight, it was somewhere in Queens, maybe in, doesn't matter. It was in Howard Beach. I think that's where it was. You wrestled a match in Howard Beach, and it was a street fight. And they were like, oh, well, he was like, oh, we'll do this, we do that. I was like, yo, bro, we got to touch the street at least one time. We went outside to the street. I threw a punch, he threw a punch, and we came back inside the building. It's a street fight. Why are you not in the street? Yeah, I get it, that you can hit somebody with a table. You can hit somebody with a chair, with somebody's grandmother in the audience. I get all of that. But why is it a street fight if you don't get into the street? It's like a no-holds-barred match. How is it a no-holds-barred match when no holds are barred?
Got you. I guess for the WWE universe, the audience is the street. Think about it. I mean, ain't none of them street. Ain't nothing street, but none of them. I feel you. Walk with me, though. Walk with me.
Fine, I'll hold your hand.
When you see street fights, right? What do people do all the time? When you see a street fight about to happen in the street, what do people usually do?
World Star. World
They
Star.
circle around, right? They circle around like little vultures, right? They circle around, putting their phones out. And what do a lot of those wrestlers do? They flip each other over the barricade, and then they're out there in the streets. Well, in the audience. And what they doing? Oh, you see what I'm saying? So I guess it's the I like the illusion. Right? Come on,
it's not
now.
a street fight.
WWE, you got to give them that for giving them the illusion of it.
Back in the day, Jess, during the Attitude Era, when we got street fights, they were literally in the street. They were outside of the arena. There was one time that I think Stone Cold Steve Austin threw somebody off into the river. That is a street fight. It was The Rock. He threw a rock into the river. That is a street fight. This is just two men just, playing patty cake around the audience. That's all it is.
Don't make it seem like we have the eras have gotten softer over the years. Don't be like that. Like don't do that. Because I see where you're going. I see where you're going with this. I was like, why are you making it seem like what you said, the Attitude Era?
That's right.
Was probably the best era of wrestling, I'm sure.
And we're actually going to talk about that at Stream-A-Mania. We're going to be talking about in hour 3, we're all going to be debating what is the greatest pro wrestling era at one time. So everybody that's watching, bring your fire, and Jess, you better bring your fire as well too. But looking at this whole entire thing, though, I think that that Heyman is very invested in the Braun Brawns, and he's more invested in the Braun Brawns than he is actually Seth Rollins. So this is going to be one to see. I definitely feel if I'm going to be predicting that match now, I think that Bronson Reed's going to be winning that match. I do think that Roman Reigns is soft. You had the brother steal your shoes and walk around with it on his neck for days. Jess, where I come from, ain't nobody going to walk around my shoes and come. You ain't going to take my shoes and then wear it around your neck and then smile at me every single day. Yo, it's on site. It's on site.
Every time. Like, I mean, you look, DC don't play that either. Okay. It's like, I know New York don't play that. DC don't play that. So I'm like, oh, nah, bro. And he sold how many? 2 pairs of shoes? And they were the nice Jordans, y'all. I was like, oh, nah. I was like, both are Jordans, or was there a pair of Dunks in that mix? I don't know, but those were the good shoes, and you allowed this big, bulky, big boulder of a man to come take your shoe
to run your shoes. And it's like, I get it. Roman Reigns could probably buy a pair of shoes for every single person in the division, and it won't even be a problem. But like Talia Jeanette said, she said in the chat, man, you steal my kicks, run my fade. Fernando says that Bronson is pinning Roman. Talia says, bring out a casserie, throw some Vegemite. Let's see. Talia says, tagging Robert Irwin. She's acting up. Maria says that Braun should go over Roman. Roman doesn't need the win in this match. He's protected. He's a made man. You know what? Shout out to her. Yeah. Yeah. Roman's a made man. He's Teflon. Roman is on. They can even do Roman how they did him back in the day with the dog food, and he'll still bounce back. What do you think?
I did hear about that. I wasn't, I wasn't a big fan of that little storyline, but yeah, I feel like, I still think that whole interference is going to happen. And I was like, this is why, just walk with me for a second. Jay gonna run out. Because again, I mean, that tsunami is crazy. Everyone sees it. That tsunami is crazy, especially from that man. Oh my God. Like, you got that big tsunami, then you got big Braun Breaker with he's the new era of Spear. All right. So I feel like Braun Breaker is going to come in, probably pull him out the ring, boom. And then boom, tsunami. Ooh, so runs out there with a chair and, start beating up people. Then of course, Roman's going to be like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Why are you here? You need to focus on yourself. Then boom, here comes Jimmy. Jimmy comes out helping Jay, and circle around and around and around we go. At the end of the day, I want Roman to win, but if these interferences happen, it's going to be the Vision.
So pick one.
Oh, why do I got to do that? I'm a bloodline. Nope. I am a bloodliner to the day I die. But That tsunami, that shit is crazy.
It seems like
you're going to give it to the vision on that one.
Seems like you're going for Braun over that one. This one, I definitely think that Braun Breaker is going to win as well too. I think that the Usos are going to be the reason why Braun gets the win. I don't know how, but I really feel that Braun is going to be the reason how Roman gets the win. And come back, make sure everybody comes back on Sunday morning. We're going to be doing the whole recap and everything. Yeah, I could turn the show around by 12 p.m. on tomorrow morning, but I'm like, yo, bro, I'm getting up early. Like, yo, y'all need to give me a break.
Look, listen. Y'all know, if y'all know your favorite Yaptain, you know Saturdays or Sundays is for the brunch girlies. So don't. It's bad enough y'all already getting me up at 7:30 in the morning to watch this Perth thing. Yeah, it's bad enough. So, y'all gotta give me a break, y'all. I can't.
All right, so we're gonna pivot now. We're gonna take a look at the. Let's take a look at the woman where friendships pretty much turn into fights. We're talking about Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Asuka and Kairi Sane.
I'm so excited.
I think this match really matters because it's pretty much betrayal and loyalty and a home country hero moment. I feel that Io and Rhea, they respect Asuka, but Asuka, she's jealous. She got the missed attack. She got the Kabuki warriors on her side, and now Kairi's conflicted, but she's aligned. So can Rio and Io truly gel as a team under pressure?
I think so. As long as Io does not allow her emotions to get the best of her, like we have seen her in these past couple of weeks with this whole storyline here. Now, we all know that they're friends. We love it. We've been calling for the Rhea Io thing for a while now. But we also know the history of the Kabuki warriors. We know how tight they are and everything. But I will say, Asuka has definitely taken this heel thing overboard. Like she's she's obsessive, she's narcissistic. She has this, this mindset that look, it's me or nothing. Kind of like almost like Rhea, except a little more worse. Remember, like she's just not coming back. You know what I'm saying? She can't, she left. She was champion for a while. Nobody could touch her. Nobody could touch her for a minute except Bianca. Ooh. Huh, that would be a nice little turn for turning events a little bit. Bianca was to come back, but I know, I'm like, what would that have to do with the story? Anyway, if you had to ask me who I think would win this, it's going to be Io Sky and Rena. Why? Because Kairi is going to snap.
So if you're asking me, which I think that you are, I think that Rhea Ripley, she's the hometown hero, and they usually beat people in their hometowns. So if she's going to get beat in her hometown, it's definitely going to happen then. She should have minded her business. The story's going to go even as far as like, okay, well, Kairi, I had your back, and this is what you did to me. Like, I watched the pre-show this morning, and the way that they explain the story is that Asuka's the OG, and because she's the OG, she's supposed to get respected by the younger woman wrestlers. That's how the hierarchy works in Japanese wrestling, and she feels that she's not getting respected by Kairi. So what if Kairi just comes to her senses mid-match and says, "You know what? I need to respect Asuka." She said, "Look, it's just the whole entire thing." I mean, I don't mean Kairi. I mean Io. Io just needs to respect Asuka. That's just what needs to happen. It's the hierarchy. That's just how they do it in pro wrestling. Rhea Ripley has no business putting her nose in other people's business, and because of that, they're going to punch her in the nose. Mind your damn business, girl. Who called you here? Nobody called. They didn't send for you. Io sent for her.
Io sent for her.
How'd she send for her?
Did. Well, just off the base. Look, at first let's look at the story. Walk with me. Let's look at the story. They was competitive. This was for the women's world champion, correct?
Yes.
Women's world champion. And then that whole tobacco happened, and they both got kicked to the back of the line for the championship, right? So as time progressed, we started to see them having this like friendship thing, kind of like Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, right? We was like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Why are we doing these? These are two, champions, two single champions. So why aren't they being competitive? Why? Because we want to see something different. We want to see something new. We want to see two greats go against another two greats. You feel me? So Io, as time progressed, she had to champion, and Rhea was like, you know what? I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I respect you, and all is well in love and war, because we all know Rhea. She has it. Don't forget, she still has this hole in her heart where that championship used to be. She has a hole in that heart, and who's filling it up? Io and her sweetness and her super, her heroism, heroess. Yeah, whatever. We know what it is. And now look at them. Now they're cool and they're friends. And, Asuka ain't feeling that. Asuka is the old news. She don't like that. Old news. Look. So I think, I think the opposite. I don't think Io is going to bow down anymore, because it's not Asuka's time anymore. I think Kairi is going to snap and realize she can be better without Asuka. I think it's going to be the breakup of the Kabuki Warriors all over again. Nah. And Kairi is going to be like, bro, no. And probably next week sometime we're going to see Asuka versus Kairi, and you know where this is going.
Look, I don't think that. I just want everybody to understand that Io Sky, Kairi Sane, and Asuka, they didn't just become friends when they got to the WWE. They've been friends since before they got to the WWE. There's so much riding on this here. I feel 100% when you get into that match, there's going to be like the hesitation spots, the emotional hesitation spots. There's going to be a risk of somebody getting misted. And I think the only person that's probably going to be getting misted is going to be Rhea Ripley. And the only person that's misting her is Io. Io is missing her. Yeah, they're going to get that. We're going to get that feel good, Aussie moment to where she comes out. They had the woman drinking out of her shoe this morning and stuff like that. Yeah, that's all fine. But when we get into the thing to where now you're talking about that she doesn't have the championship anymore and she's filling the hole with Io Sky, let me tell you something. Friends don't make money. Championships make money. So if she's looking to make money, everybody needs to get their head in the game. Rhea needs to mind her business. She needs to mind the business that pays her. And that's not the one that pays her. The business that pays her is the championship. Get back in the championship game. Stop worrying about these people and what they doing. And Io, go back to your family. But I can tell you one thing, though. I can tell you one thing. I don't know if there's another Japanese woman in the WWE right now, but Julia?
Yes.
No, Julia's Japanese?
Last I checked, yeah, I think she is.
Well, I'm looking at what I'm looking at is War Games. That's how far I'm looking at right now.
Ooh, San Diego, y'all.
Yep. So I'm looking at, let's see. Oh yeah, she is Japanese. She don't look it though. All right. Hey girl. No, well, hey. All right. I got to see if I can find her on Tinder. Either way. Okay, so fine. So, okay, is there another Japanese woman?
No.
So, okay, if they could probably find a Japanese woman between now and then. Maybe there's one that wrestles for TNA. I don't know. But maybe I definitely see a War Games match happening with the Kabuki Warriors versus Rhea and crew. I can see that. That's what's happening. I'm telling you that even though...
What crew? What you think she's going to do? Go back to the Judgment Day? What crew?
She's going to have to go buy, beg, and borrow a friend from somewhere.
Sheesh.
She's going to have...
I'm the opposite.
Maybe Bianca.
Good one.
Maybe Jade.
Oh, yeah, maybe. But going back to what you were saying, the whole mist spray on Rhea, you know what I think? I think that you're exactly right.
Ooh, Xia Li. Xia Li was the name that was just called out by Maria. My bad. Go ahead.
Got it. So, you know what it is? Rhea's going to duck. and hit Kairi.
Mm-hmm.
That miss ain't gonna hit Rena again. No, it's gonna hit Kairi on accident. That's why I think the Rio IO team tag team will win, because somehow it's, you know, Asuka is gonna get go too far. She's gonna mess around and hit the wrong person.
Okay.
That's happened before. That has happened before a couple of times. So.
Okay, we let the story cook a little bit more, but we've only got a month until War Games. We've got less than a month to War Games, so they got to tell the story now. Well, either way, so if you're asking me who's going to win, I think it's definitely going to be the Kabuki Warriors. I don't think it's going to be Rhea and Io. I think that Io is going to stab homegirl in the back, or going to be closer to stabbing her in the back. And the people in Perth, Australia, they're not going to get that win from their hometown girl. Let's just give the chat a little bit of love real quick. Maria said that today's wrestling has gone soft. Maria also says that Asuka and Io Sky Saga is the best story in WWE right now. Okay.
It's different. It is different. Nobody saw this coming at first, but then once, you know, as it progressed, they was like, okay, why? Because you're seeing Rhea in a whole different light. She has been a heel the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Now that she doesn't have this tag match, she doesn't have her title. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't have it. So it's like, you know, it's not, you got to find another outlet, right? So why not? I like soft Rhea. I do. I like it. I like softer Rhea.
I think the thing about doing the Tristan Law show with you and having everybody else in the chat as well too is that it makes me a little bit more excited about wrestling. I asked everybody earlier in the show, in the poll, are you excited for Crown Jewel? 33% of the audience says meh, and 67% says yeah. But like me, I'm not excited, but you know, I can side with Maria. When Maria said that Asuka and Io Saga is the best story in WWE right now. Now, I wouldn't say that it is the best, but thinking about it, it definitely has my attention. I never paid attention to Asuka after we're doing the Kabuki Warriors run. I never paid attention to Io Sky. I never paid attention to Kairi Sane. But looking at this whole story now, I love this story because I'm just like, what's going to happen? Is Io going to come to her senses and join her friends? Right? Or is she going to stay with Rhea Ripley? There's more to come. All right. So Talia says back to her initial comment, let the Joe-ish cook and let them do the real hard hitting, strong style like they did in Japan. All right. Shout out to her. Plot twist. Io turns on Rhea, joins the home team. Kairi second run and Io run since being on the main roster, been lukewarm. Let them go ham and have Io turn. Okay. Talia says that a win for Rhea does nothing. I agree. I think that Rhea's done so much in her career that she's almost like Teflon now in the WWE. Like, what wrong can she do?
Well, you could ask the same thing of Charlotte Flair.
Look, Charlotte Flair is hot. I like Charlotte Flair. I like what she's doing. A lot of people hate Charlotte Flair because they feel like she's a Nepo baby. But you know what?
I mean, she is. Well, she is, but she's not a bad Nepo baby.
Right?
It would have been different if she was not one of the greatest tag team women, one of the greatest women wrestlers of all time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 14. Do y'all forget her numbers? 14 times she has held the women's championship. 14. Are you kidding me?
They didn't just give her the championship because they have nobody else to give it to.
Right. We have Becky Lynch and Rhea and all these wonderful ladies, but you have the champion. Woo! Please. Bow to the queen, man.
Well, you know, something really special is happening for us here on the Tristan Law Show on November 6th. And if you don't know what it is, let me show you. Thursday, live like never before. It's Stream-A-Mania, 5 hours, 5 blocks, 1 pro wrestling super stream, WWE, AEW, TNA, nothing's off limits. Hour 1, I'm kicking things off solo. Hour 2, Jess the Yaptain. She joins me to talk women in pro wrestling. Hour 3, a debate you don't want to miss. Hour 4, our main event feature. And Hour 5, I'm closing it down. After dark, one-on-one with you. It's live, it's raw, and it may never happen again. Don't miss the first ever Stream-A-Mania, Thursday, November 6th, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. in the UK, live and only on YouTube. Stream-A-Mania is happening November 6th here on the Tristan Law Show. In hour 1, it's going to be just me. Hour 2, it's going to be Jess and me. You see what I did? Hour 1, it's going to be just me. Hour 2, it's going to be Jess and me. Hour 2, we're going to be talking about that. That's your segment. You're going to be talking about women in pro wrestling, and I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that.
Oh man, y'all gotta lock in. First of all, you heard that. Look, Tristen just made us a tag team, and he doesn't even know it. The Jessmies.
The Jessmies. I like that. I like that.
The Jessmies. But yeah, bro, y'all gotta lock in, man. We're gonna talk about women in wrestling. We're gonna talk about the conspiracies, the misogyny, the difference in eras between I would say the Attitude Era, the PG era, and to now, as far as women's wrestling and how it has grown over the years. And just, y'all gotta just lock in with me, man. It's all about the women.
I can't wait.
Doesn't matter. All colors and sizes. I'm shouting them all out.
I can't wait. In hour 3, we're going to be talking about which era of pro wrestling is the best. So everybody that's watching, that's going to be here for Stream-A-Mania, make sure you tell a friend, because we're going to be doing some serious debate that day. And hour 5 is going to be just me. I'm not going to have you, Jess. I'm not going to have Cheyenne, but my co-hosts for that hour will be everybody in the audience. I'm going to open up the promo hotline, and what I want everybody to do is call in advance. I will let you know when to call in, and I'm going to choose the fire calls. And you can ask me anything you want. Keep it respectful. Ask me anything you want, and then we're going to talk about it. You are the fan. If you want to know who my favorite wrestler of all time is, you can ask me that. If you want to know who my most favorite match is, you can ask me that. You want to know how I found Jess? You could ask me that. You want to know what my future and vision is for the Tristan Law Show? You could ask me that. That's November 6th, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, and 11 p.m. in the UK. What we're talking about today is that we are talking about WWE Crown Jewel, which is happening in Perth, Australia, tomorrow at 8 a.m. if you live on the East Coast. God bless if you don't have to get up that early. But we're getting you ready for the show, Jess and myself. And we want you to be excited for the show. We've already knocked out some matches as well. But we're going to talk about Tiffany Stratton versus Stephanie Vaquer for the Women's Crown Jewel Championship. I think this match, why it matters, is because you're going to get the brand queens. They're going to be colliding. It's going to be a proof of status match, right? Who's the best? Stephanie Vaquer is still pretty new into the WWE, but so is Tiffany Stratton. So who's the best of the best? We're going to be looking at things like Vaquer's rapid rise, Tiffany's dominant year, starting with her Money in the Bank cash-in and big defenses. We're going to be looking at respectful contract signings until Julian and got blindsided by Tiffany and teased the line with Vaquer. There's so many different things that's going on in that match. Are you even excited for that match?
I am. I just don't like the whole. Say her name one more time, Gia. Is it?
Yeah.
Gia?
Sorry, Julia.
Julia.
I can never say that girl's name, that woman's name right. Julia.
It's the G. It's that G throwing me off.
Right.
So you got Julia.
Sometimes I call her Julia, Gia, whatever. My bad.
Right. But what's that point? I don't see where that story is going. But we'll get back to this in a second. This is a very important match to see which woman in the program is the better woman. Do you want Raw's champion Stephanie Vaquer, the newbie, the Dark Angel, the new girl who has stepped forward and to cover Naomi's shoes and hold this championship? Or do you want the princess, the 300 day holder of SmackDown? Do you want Tiffany Stratton? Now, I'm not the most best Tiffany Stratton fan, but I will say she needs to win this for SmackDown. As I've already said, that SmackDown's numbers have been going down in views and things like that. So this is more than just for her. It's for the company. It's to say that SmackDown does have great wrestlers and come back over on the Devil's Advocate side. I want my new girl to win. How long she been over? Almost 6 months. Kind of like Penta.
Who we talking about? We're talking about Vaquer?
Stephanie.
Oh, that's your homegirl?
Yeah, I love her. I love the new girl. I know I love the newbies that always come over from NXT to come and prove themselves over on the main roster. It's like, so it's like freshmen, sophomore, junior, seniors, stars.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I'm very excited. I want Stephanie to win, but if Tiffany does, I will be very proud of her. I'll be very proud because she did justice. 300. Those are big numbers. Who's the last person to do that? Oh, yeah.
Me?
Charlotte.
Oh, Charlotte.
Right, Charlotte. Come on, y'all. Or was that Bianca? Either one. It's been a minute since somebody that young of that stature has held the belt this long. So, what you think, Trish?
I did not know that Tiffany was champion that long. I thought that Tiffany's been champion. Oh no, she's only been champion for 279 days.
Well, she's coming up on that 300 days. Yeah. So we kind of want her to kind of hold on to that a little.
I didn't know you spoke French.
I kind of want her to hang on to it just a little bit longer, just to beat the record. And then after that, girl, go do whatever you want to do.
So who do you think holds the record for holding the championship that Tiffany has, the WWE Women's Championship? Who do you think has the longest record right now?
Is it not Bianca? I would think it's either Bianca or Charlotte Flair.
So Bianca clocks in at 400 and change.
Okay.
And after that, it's Bianca. All right, add a girl. All right, let's give a hand clap for Bianca Belair. Shout out to my girl. Too bad Montez got her.
I know, right? I'm like, you're mad at that, and I'm mad at that too because I am a Montez Ford fan.
Look, if they get divorced, right? It would be very. I'm not wishing divorce on anybody. Stop. We're just having fun here. Stop.
No.
If they got divorced, you understand how awkward Thanksgiving would be? Ooh. Because I would invite you to my house, and you would bring Montez, and Bianca would be right there.
Oof. Oh boy, what movie was that?
I don't know. That was a movie?
Christmas? Wait, hold on. What was that?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Fernando says that Stephanie V is going to outshine and outclass and expose Tiffany. You see, sometimes you could tell when I'm reading the comments when you're talking. You just got to watch my face, and I read that comment, and I went, wow. The reason why I go wow with that is because I 100% feel that sometimes Tiffany Stratton, I feel, and I mean this in the most respectful way possible, I feel like Tiffany Stratton is a girl in a room full of women, and she's still trying to figure out how she fits in. So I'm very concerned about Tiffany Stratton and how Tiffany Stratton, you know what? Maybe Tiffany Stratton is suffering from imposter syndrome. I suffer from imposter syndrome. You know, like right now I have on the channel, it's like 500 and some odd subscribers here on the Tristan Law Show, and I have imposter syndrome real bad. And I'm like, I have 580 people. I didn't beg for one. I didn't borrow one. I didn't buy one, but not yet. But Tiffany Stratton, I think that she suffers from imposter syndrome all the way, because my whole thing is like, girl, you're there. You just got to watch her face. Listen to her promos. I feel like there's no confidence in her.
It's very Valley Girl. I was just talking on socials the other day. I was like, I'm not a fan of you could tell like she's trying to be this young college girl look with the cherries and all this. Like, mind you, y'all, I can't stand it. I was like, this is so Fashion Nova. I'm like, girl, you are the champion, bro. You need to dress like it. You need to talk like it. You need to act like it. You need to stop botching. Remember, we talked about this last time. You need to stop botching. We love her finisher, the prettiest moonsault ever. You need to stick those. Like, you need to walk around like you're a champion, not some little Valley girl that we found in Long Beach, California. Like, what? Like, come on, y'all. I was like, I want her to be better. If not, then maybe you don't need to be women's champion anymore.
You see, yeah, that's just how I feel. Look, it's only because, you know, our girl Naomi's not there. She's getting ready to give birth in a couple months, so I can't wait. I can't wait till she comes back and beats the brakes off all of them. So if I'm going to put a win on that match, honestly, I really don't care who wins that match. But I'm definitely siding with Fernando. I definitely want Tiffany Vaquer to outshine, outclass, and expose Tiffany. But here's the thing, though, as a semi-retired pro wrestler. You can't really expose your opponent too much because it could kind of hurt the business. It could kind of make it look like, granted, you can wrestle in a way to make it look like she doesn't belong. But if you expose... I want to say that when Fernando's saying expose her, expose her to make it look like she doesn't belong. I'm going to go with that. If she's going to get exposed to the fact that she doesn't belong, then fine. I'm definitely down with that. But if anywhere where you maybe like go in there and try to blow her up or beat her up and stuff like that, I'm not down with that. It's still wrestling at the end of the day. Just to finish up the chat before we move on right now, Maria says that Stephanie is superior to Tiffany, and Tiffany is a heel. It's a mistake turning her babyface. Damn.
I felt that. I was like, I don't like the hero look. This whole girly girl, it's not working for me. But maybe again, I'm in my villain era, so I'm all about all the heel turns and all of that. I'm with it. So
yeah, I agree. Tiffany Stratton as a babyface doesn't work for me. Maybe she's a heel. Tiffany Stratton would be great leading a group like the Beautiful People. They were a tag team in TNA back, and they were just a bunch of beautiful women, and they were definitely heels, walk around saying they're beautiful and better than everybody else. Yeah, 100%. I could definitely see something like that for her.
Yeah, link up with what's her name? Link up with Chelsea. Who knows?
Right? Chelsea ain't doing nothing. But at this point, I don't think that she needs to be carried. I think that, or she needs to she doesn't need to be carried. She needs to find some younger talent. Maybe somebody like Lash Legend in NXT. I watch NXT now. Like Lash Legend in NXT. Love me some Lash Legend. Maybe that could be somebody that she can coach up. But let's go on to the match that could possibly be the main event. And I think it's going to be the main event for one reason. I'm talking about John Cena and AJ Styles. This match matters so much. It matters so much because it's legacy. It's closure. It's the last international pay-per-view bout of John Cena's career, and it was fan chosen. Oh, I'm looking at your face the whole time. It was fan chosen. Look, that's how.
I was ready too. I thought you were about to ask me a question.
Oh no! Well, look. Hold on. I'll ask you a question. Then. Are you excited for this match at all?
I'm very nostalgic about it. I'm very, very nostalgic about it, and this is going to be this is going to hit the feels for a lot of people. For one, because we all heard the rumors that AJ might be retiring. It has been the rumor for about a couple of weeks now that this may be the last. It is. This is it. This is it.
He confirmed it on the pre-show where he said that it came on early this morning. I woke up this morning and said, "Oh, WWE did something in the middle of the night." But yeah, he confirmed it. He said pretty much he wants to go spend time with his family.
Oh, well, let's salute AJ Styles. We have to salute that man and everything he has done for the company. Him and John Cena, I have the utmost respect for both of them. So I truly believe this is going to be a great chapter closer for not only John Cena, but also for AJ Styles. So I am definitely excited.
So
if this is not the main event, then I'm just like, this is confusing because the only thing left would be the street fight, right? But yeah. So Fernando says that he thinks Cody versus Seth is going to be the main event, but I only think that if this match between Cena and AJ Styles is the main event, it's going to be the main event match for one reason. Because we're going to get something really big in that main event. You know what we're going to get? What are we getting?
Give me 1 second, please.
Oh, it's time, y'all. Yeah. It's tinfoil hat time.
All right, I have a conspiracy, so I have to put the tinfoil hat on. It keeps my head pretty warm. All right. I think 100% if this match is the main event, we can see Karrion Kross make his return to the WWE.
Woo!
The reason I was watching some old TNA stuff the other day, and AJ Styles has always flourished when he had a big man in his corner. He flourished in TNA when he had Tomko Tyson in his corner. He is going to flourish now because he's going to have another big man in his corner. That big man is going to be Karrion Kross. Everybody says that Gunther might be the person that retires John Cena. I don't think it's Gunther. I'm going to stand on my business 10 toes down. Look, I don't mind being wrong. I'm going to stand on my business 10 toes down, and I'm going to say, the person that is going to retire John Cena is going to be Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross is going to be the person that retires him, and Karrion Kross is going to be the same exact person that retires AJ Styles as well. Imagine what he could bring underneath his belt to say, not only did I retire John Cena and beat him on the way out, I retired AJ Styles and sent him to go sit at home with his family. I don't believe in my heart 100% that Karrion Kross is not in the WWE. He might not be on the contract. He might not be in the contract, but Karrion Kross is still in the WWE somewhere or another. He couldn't have been so hot to where they just let him go. Right. He never got the opportunity. He got a really good match at SummerSlam in MetLife Stadium that I was there for, my boy Lewis. And it just let him go. The only thing that I knew that they were not going to do, because it wouldn't make sense, they wouldn't do it the same way like they did R-Truth. Because when they released R-Truth, everybody made noise, and then R-Truth came back 7 days later. So regardless of them bringing R-Truth back because he was really fired, or they letting R-Truth go, you know, because there's a part of a storyline, they couldn't do the same exact thing for Karrion Kross because they don't want the fans to feel like they own everything. They don't. They don't want the fans to feel like they own him because they make a little bit of noise, they can get what they want. No, people were chanting, "We want Kross." It happened for a whole week, and then it just stopped happening. That's true. I truly think that tinfoil is cooking your brain a little bit, brother. You think so? Just a little bit. I think it's fried it up just a bit. I'm with you. It is a possibility because he still has not confirmed or denied if he's coming back, if this is a heel turn or not. He still hasn't. Does he have to? On social. I mean, if he wants to keep the storyline going, no. So, you know, if y'all follow Karrion like I do on social media, on IG and YouTubes and all of that stuff, he has not confirmed nor denied. Every time he's asked that question, like, "Hey, what's up, bro? Because we're watching you. What's up? Is this a work, or are you really like, are you done with TKO and WWE?" He still has not confirmed nor denied. So I think I'm gonna get on your team with your hat and say, you know what? The return of Karrion Kross would be amazing. I think that's 100% we're going to get a return. Well, I don't say 100%. 10% chance I see Karrion Kross coming back. Let's see. Maria says that AJ Styles is shocking the world, and he's going to pin John Cena. Yeah, I think. Look, let me tell you, it's going to be really shocking. He said. Fernando says that Cody's going to be winning, of course, if he is the main event. If Cody's the main event, fine. But whoever's the main event is how they're going to leave us talking. Whatever is the biggest story coming out of the night is what we are going to kick it off with on Sunday. Sunday morning, we're going to be back and we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about all the fallout from WWE. Crown Jewel Perth. There you go. Look, kids. Don't be a pro wrestler. Maybe this thing is cooking my brain. But kids, look. Don't be a pro wrestler, right? Sometimes you forget things and things like that. But if you ask me, I think that for a perfect ending at this whole entire pay-per-view, I think it needs to be something that's shocking, something that needs to have everybody talking. And they're not running out of Australia. I think they're going to have Monday Night Raw in Australia as well too. They are. So we're probably going to get a special start time at like 2 a.m. or something like that. No, 8 o'clock in the morning. Same time. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Listen, I know. It's like, y'all know. If you didn't know, now you know. I do teach, so it's like, I mean, I can be up by 7 o'clock to watch this stuff. It's just a matter of if I want to.
What about you, Tris? I'm like, what about
I'm gonna be up because I normally don't get out of bed till 9 a.m. But Monday I will be another episode. You know what? Maybe Monday we can do a Raw recap. I don't know what I want to do, but we'll be here again on Monday. We'll be here Sunday. We'll be here Monday. No show tomorrow. I was supposed to get an interview, but sometimes things fall out. But here's what I have to say. I say this is your full Crown Jewel 2025 map. From Destiny to Destruction to Legacy. We're going to be live on Sunday morning with reaction, so make sure you subscribe. Make sure you turn the bell on, and make sure you bring a friend. And just as always, thank you for riding shotgun.
Woo!
This is the Tristan Law Show. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't make us your little dirty secret. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much, Fernando. Thank you so much, Maria. Thank you so much, Talia, and to everybody else that was in the chat. Make sure you share this with somebody. Stream-A-Mania is coming. It's coming. It's happening November 6th, right here on YouTube. And you know what I normally say after this one? Oh, I see you next time.
Flashing red lights, driving at night, window